Do you know how long you could go down in prison for this?
I don't know, a few years?
Try 7.
And that's just for possession. You get life if you want to distribute it.
And trust me, you would not look good on death row. Lads, do you mind? I'm 5 minutes away from my goal of kicking Nightingale's ass for the 12th time.
Oh, the state this place is in, it's disgusting. My parents will be here soon.
My character was Maddie, and basically she was just quite kind of like, she was like the geeky one of the group kind of thing. The boys were quite geeky as well, but sort of out of her and Amelia, she was definitely the one that was very serious and kind of like really loved her education and things like that.
Guys, what's this?
She's found a note about the rent. Amelia hasn't paid the rent and she freaks out because no one's told her. The boys knew, but she didn't know. So she's like freaks out.
A letter from the landlord? A 30-day notice for not paying last month's rent? Have you guys...
We both did.
And I know I did. I prepaid mine 2 weeks in advance. So that means... Amelia...
finds out that she's going to sell cocaine to pay the rent, and she freaks out again because she didn't tell her that, and all that happens really.
So it is yours then?
What?
They've already told me. You're accomplices. Liar.
It's very easy acting off Steph, because like I said, haven't properly worked with her before, and we haven't really done a lot of TV either, so that was a bit kind of like all scary, but it just felt really natural, like it was just really normal, really.
Fascinating. Well, for your information, I couldn't get any sleep last night. I tried to sleep now, but it's impossible knowing the state you've left the place in. Have either of you cleaned your rooms, by the way? Drugs. She's taking drugs in our flat. How could she do this?
She's not taking it. She'd never take it.
So, my character's Ethan. I think he comes across as he thinks he's a cool guy. And I think he is like, he ticks off a lot of the popular boxes.
So it isn't just me who thinks that.
So when he tells Maddie about the drugs, like he's doing it because he's enjoying it and he's doing it as a bit of a laugh. It's not a nice thing to do.
Oh, you can shut up and all.
What? What did I do?
Don't act so innocent. I noticed you hanging outside the female changing rooms after they finished cheerleading practice. It's pathetic.
That is not true. I just happened to be in the area at the same time.
Yeah, I can't think of one character that's really like him. Especially in the past couple of years, they kind of try and take us away from that. It didn't make me think of a character I've played like him before, but I definitely saw a lot of people I know, like Ethan, who are kind of... Well, as the people I knew at college, it was like, we're cool and we're exactly like, if we go to a party, we know everyone, we can talk to everyone, we have all the drinks, all of this, but actually they weren't very nice to each other, they weren't supportive with each other, and they weren't, or this guy especially doesn't have the kind of, hey, let me help you attitude.
I haven't done that. I'm not a perv. Of course, I can't say the same for this guy, can I?
So my character's called Jonah Nightingale, and he's someone who's sort of, he's kind of on the edge of his friend group, I suppose. He's an outsider. He's the sort of person that relies on... His friend Ethan is there to sort of help him with the ladies and make sure that he's, you know, fitting in socially. So they've got a good bond together, and that's what works well in the piece is that they have got a good relationship. All of the characters have a good relationship. So when all of their situations start falling apart, that's when it all comes together in that great little finale.
Hey, I'm good at Tekken!
You suck at Tekken.
And you guys suck at listening to me. Painkillers.
No.
So my character was called Amelia Stewart, and she's got a whole backstory. She's basically got a plan to sell cocaine because she doesn't have enough money to pay her rent. And the whole, just before my character enters, the flatmates have just discovered the bag of coke, and she basically just walks into being confronted by it.
Oh my god, I'm so glad I got in before the rain started to come down. You know, I was in H&M earlier and I saw this top and I just had to get it for you, Mads.
And just as my character enters, they've found the bag of coke. So when my character enters, they're about to confront her about the coke, and obviously this sends her into a panic because she hasn't told one of the flatmates that she's doing this.
You know, you two are the biggest snakes I've ever known.
Why? Because they tell the truth.
Maddie.
I had to find that under our sofa whilst I was hoovering.
But earlier on, she's discovered that the other female flatmate had a plan to kill herself, and we don't know why, but she's found sleeping pills and like a bottle of alcohol, vodka or something, that she was planning to use to try and kill herself, basically.
Oh no, because while I myself was doing the cleaning, I found this lying next to it. The pot half open, the bottle half drunk.
So it tackles a lot of like big issues, and it kind of just like all just like unfolds, and all the secrets come out as the scene goes on, basically. And my character is definitely like a bit of a bitch. Like the fact that her friend is talking about killing herself, I think she's quite self-centered in that she doesn't handle it very well, and like is not very supportive. But I think she's coming from this big panic background that she doesn't have enough money. She'll be paying the rent and probably trying to like turn the attention away from herself in some sort of way.
I need a cig.
Hey! You tell my parents.
I think every person that lives with their mates there's like tension there's laughs, and it just shows kind of a natural element of kind of living together, really. So I think it's very relatable to a lot of people.
It's entertaining. I think it's a very, especially for people in a university situation. But there's mates, there's the stuff that happens when in the kitchen. That's like the main thing.
There's always different kinds of tension, and I think seeing something that captures that really well and does it in a humorous way, it's something that makes it not just relatable, but it's doing something that nothing else is really doing at the moment, I think, so.
No, I'm sick and tired of her thinking she's perfect all the time. When it comes to revealing the skeletons that's been hiding in your closet for so long.
I think because it tackles things, I guess like the main thing it tackles is suicide, and the fact that Maddie isn't going to, well, she hasn't talked to the people around her about it. It's a very like hush-hush subject, and it's got a big stigma around it. So even if you write something like this short scene that just even mentions it or talks about it a little bit, it makes other people talk about it more, and it becomes not this like secret subject. It just starts a conversation. So I think people should see it for that and then have a discussion about it.